revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 20. Yard line.
Set. Henry. Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after 6. Bang.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From midfield now on 2nd down. Murray, left side here, caught by Clay. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. On 2nd down, Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
To the house! To the house!
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Cardinals nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
If they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Check. Hey, hot second. Hey! 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, pick your game up. Delta. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go, G.
They do go for it. It's Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now. It's Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. This complete to the tight end, Clay. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The stop by Marcus Davenport.
On second down, it's Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Push him back. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On set. 58.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
58, right over there, right over there.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Partners, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son, Clay, was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there, to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. Just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Just phenomenal.
Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's run it.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I know he ain't got it.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cardinals, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. 1500. 1500. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait. And
gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling play.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket.
And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Motion. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. Here we go. 56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
It's fourth down.
56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Shut up.
And here we go on fourth down with Murray. Now he's forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Bridgewater down. This will be caught at about the 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.